Welcome to the Immaterial Gamers Podcast.
Periodic table.
Periodic table notebook?
Yes.
Why?
A few games that we play, we actually use periodics. Like Space Engineers.
See, that does kind of work. It does kind of work.
Like when we're in Space Engineers, we're looking for titanium and it's like, I found Fe!
Titanium.
Fe's iron. Titanium is Ti, I think. No, that's thallium. Thallium. Nope. Ah, frick it.
Don't need no ketchup in shot. Speaking of getting shot, this is the second shot we're taking.
Oh, do we need to do the clap sync or are we alright?
No, we're good. Like I said,
There's a burp sync for you. Take two.
No, wait, for you, it would be this way, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Is that
Anyway,
my trophy?
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is your trophy.
Hi, trophy.
Hi, trophy. You know what? When you dropped off the Spooktober money, and if I knew that, I would have just like, here, take this.
Oh, where did it go?
Hold on, D, I've got an idea.
I've got an idea too.
Wait, look, D, here's your trophy. I'm giving it to you now.
No, give me 1 second. Give me a second, damn it.
What?
I have a bag of trophies.
No, oh my god. Right, so this is the Immaterial Gamers Podcast, and we're sat here trying to do a trophy joke. So hold on, D, here is your... No. Take the trophy out of shot, and then I do this. Like, D, here is your trophy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then we no. Anyway, yeah, that's the Fantasy League trophy. That if it wasn't for the silly virus,
I picked them up for fun. We have trophies.
Can't believe it. Well, we could do that for like some sort of awards ceremony at the end of the year or something. Who knows? And here is the trophy for silliest skit at the beginning of a podcast.
Probably going to be Stefan Duncan.
I was going to say Stefan Duncan, or it's us two doing a trophy handover ceremony.
I don't know.
So yeah, it's Ryan and D, and Steph will be turning up, and maybe surprises. Who knows?
Oh yeah, Duncan should have had dinner in the last 10 minutes.
Maybe, if he decides, if he feels like it. So yeah, what are we doing? This is the first. This is being recorded on what the hell? Take the doll away.
Not a doll.
Oh, it's an umbrella. Okay.
We
Steph
might have
was
to use
here.
Might have to use some umbrella terminology. All right.
Ah, there he is. Celebrating Rooster Teeth's 15-year anniversary. 5 years after the fact.
Which point? And I'm not celebrating. I'm having cookies and tea.
Cookies and what?
Tea.
Tea. I thought you said cookies and cheese for a second.
No, he's been British. He's having a cup of tea.
Tea and biscuits.
Yes.
If I was being British, it would be crumpets.
Oh yeah, tea and crumpets. You want some tea and crumpets? Haha, I'm a Yank.
And with some is it cucumber sandwiches?
What's that? You like to vote for presidents is based on their tan colour?
It'd be tea and crumpets with a side order of what is it? Those cucumber sandwiches or something?
Yeah, those cucumber sandwiches that you have. And you all speak the Queen's English.
No, we don't.
No, we really don't.
No one in England speaks the Queen's English.
Even the Queen doesn't speak the Queen's English.
People who come from other countries thinking they can speak English speaks the Queen English.
Yeah. I just picture the Queen nowadays, like, sat there, she probably...
Get out of my ghetto.
Hello, I am Queen Liz 2, and welcome to MTV Cribs.
That reminds me of a Russell Howard joke, because Russell Howard takes a lot of Lizzie jokes. Is it Russell Howard? Yeah, good news, guy.
I think mine just got told off.
No. Don has provided me with some news. So just giving you an idea, there's a couple of things that should be noted. We're recording this on Halloween, 31st of October. For just in case you got it confused with Halloween on the 4th of December.
I like Halloween.
There's another Halloween?
Apparently. No, but there's a couple of things. One, today is the day there's been an announcement that England will be put back into lockdown for the period of a month.
Yep.
Starting from
the
Thursday, so 2 days after this podcast comes out.
Thursday or something.
Yeah.
Needs to be out.
1 minute past midnight on Thursday the 5th. So bonfire night.
Lockdown begins. That's going to be a weird one.
Penny for the lockdown.
I'm going to like that. Lockdown birthday.
So it's amazing how organised an unorganised thing is. Because Donna's let me know.
Is it actually going to happen? Because what you actually said, it'll be put under vote on Wednesday.
Formality. Generally, when it comes to coronavirus stuff, it has already been agreed by the time.
What's the point?
It just needs
like I say, it's a formality. It's a formality that the act that they're using requires a vote in Parliament.
It has to go to Parliament.
So they'll all agree to it first, announce it, and then that way they can just vote and put it through immediately without any further delay.
Most MPs and that didn't even know anything about it.
Well, they didn't because he wanted to. Yeah, he wanted to tell them all on Monday, and someone leaked it.
That.
To be honest, whoever leaked it, I think they should have.
Well,
something like that should be known straight away, not kept to your thing for the whole weekend until I can be asked on Monday.
The concerning thing is, apparently, no MP was told this information. So, who leaked it? Anyway, that's another thing. Getting to the point of the story, Don has mentioned it in Piccadilly Gardens this evening. Just to also note that we are recording this at 11:30 on Saturday evening of the 31st of October.
They're having a Halloween party?
No, protest. Anti-lockdown protest. So it was. What were we saying? It was around 6:30, 6:45, wasn't it? Yeah, there we are.
Announcement was at 7.
Yeah,
announcement was at 7.
But yeah. So that happened, and everything goes around. But
people of his own cabinet didn't even know.
Well, yeah, people of his own cabinet were turning around just yesterday saying, "No, he's not looking at that at all. Local. Now we're going to go national. Local what?
What? But what was it? Side note, I kind of did the perfect shopping this week out of the blue. Because I did a bunch of Christmas shopping and it's all going into lockdown again.
Wow. It turns out it's looking like there were dozens of them. So it's the anti-lockdown brigade.
In Liverpool, they're having Halloween parties, aren't they? That's on Sky News.
Leaving with a message saying the North will out.
Kuno went there.
So, yeah, just the usual things that they've been saying for months.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan, did you notice on the stats they were showing about the hospitals being overpacked?
Mm.
How did you read the hospitals that were overpacked?
No, we couldn't because the slide that they were showing on the BBC News was so blurry we couldn't see shit.
Yeah, the same on what do you call it? But the better thing is, I could make out a few of them. Most of the ones I know within the area we live in aren't even halfway. Yeah. They were in green still. They were nowhere near where they were in the last pandemic.
Yeah, I think the idea that the point that was trying to be made was, yes, it's currently fine.
Well, yeah.
But look what's happening. If you don't do anything now, you are
Boned.
Pause for emphasis. Royally fucked.
Royally boned.
Hell yeah. But then he should have done something sooner.
Well, yeah.
His big argument is
that's a whole politics argument, which is basically don't agree with your opponent because it makes you look weak and it makes them seem right. And when you want to be in charge, you don't want to. Anyway.
And then he was using the whole economic versus thingy as his backbone for his conversation.
Yeah, we've already swore enough times. Don's mentioned basically stop measuring your dicks against each other. Just separating people already. It's just ridiculous. I mean, Wednesday night, the blowout day. Oh Jesus! I don't want to be a police officer at that point. I'm having to deal with like thousands of morons.
Do you notice where Sky News went though? Sky News went to that place down south where it's like the least cases, and everyone was just crying. Wah! Keep them in their own counties. It's like you can't keep everyone in their own counties. There's not enough of police force to be able to keep everyone in their own counties.
I kind of want to use that.
Just rewind the year.
Yeah. Yep.
Typical. But anyway, to try and, I guess, because that's just going to frustrate me to a point. I mean, look at me, I'm already red-faced. If I sat there and argued for every fucking moron that decided they wanted to go, oh no, this is the perfect opportunity to kill off the week. Fuck you.
But then I have to admit, some people that made an argument with like hairdressers and all the rest of it have a point. You're going to a place where it's one-on-one, but you can happily still go to a supermarket and bump into 1,000 other people there.
It's the argument on that is length of contact. That's supposed to be the argument on it, but
length of contact. But you don't know what them people have been doing who are shopping. You know the person who's cutting your hair though has washed his hands as soon as you walk through that door.
Yeah, no, that I can understand on that, but then it leads to all the other arguments of like why a roller skating rink can be closed, but an ice rink can be open, and that's because of the temperature of the indoor buildings that are there.
But they've already proven that the heat and the cold doesn't stop it. Okay.
Then basically what they're doing is this is just a worldwide game of throwing coronavirus shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. And if it sticks, shut it down because obviously it'll spread. Anyway, trying to get past the highly depressing constant that is now considered normality.
Hello? We need to end this conversation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was my hairbrush, by the way.
Sure. Nice prop. It was the League of Legends World Finals today.
Woo! And something K won, I think.
Because we won.
One?
What?
Down
one. There's no K. There was never a K. They were an LCK team, but they were down one. Mm-hmm. But yeah, because this is recorded after the final has been done, we don't need to do that. Congratulations to Team 1. Wait a second. Congratulations to Team 2. So Pick'ems happened, and it turns out that the Riot do this competition where if you predict every result of every match correctly for the entirety of the month-long World Series, you get a nice new computer and all this fancy shit. Last year, one person won. This year, there was an 800% increase.
8 people?
8 people won.
Nice.
That's
on the backbone of that, I traded my tokens in and got KD Ari. No, KD Katsai.
Kaiser?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I traded a bunch of tokens in. That was painful.
To unlock...
D and Steph know this.
What was that, to unlock Seraphim?
Yeah, got Seraphim eventually. So I had around 300,000 blue essence, which is one of the currencies. It's the free currency. Riot points being the pay for currency because every game has them nowadays. But They also have like events, and they have tokens that you can earn through the event in question. They have battle passes. Again, every game has those these days. But yeah, trade them in, and I wanted to trade in some blue essence, and I had enough tokens to get the 4,000 blue essence I needed to get the character. Slight problem. And like I say, D and Steph were witness to this, and they had fun at my expense.
Yeah, you can only trade it in 100 at a time.
Which for Immaterial gamers is considered a positive.
I was going to say, it won't be fun otherwise.
Yeah. My pain always entertains. Anyway, so yeah. 10 of these tokens could be used to trade in 100 blue essence. But you could only trade them in one time. One item at a time. With no multiples. Right, I know you won't see this. I mean, I tweeted and you didn't listen to me there either. I mean, but you get a lot of people who message you just saying Keku Keku ban Seraphine, she looks like anime. At Riot Games, more boobs.
I know we played
against
picture them the other day in a game, and Duncan was not happy about it. He didn't like her at all.
I know. I played the character now, but the one that does the like the waltz ult thing. If you get S rank.
Oh, Samira, the Devil May Cry analog.
That one is. I played her and I couldn't quite get her to get to S rank constantly.
It's an interesting one of basically having to juggle, you're rewarded by her uniqueness, not casting the same skill over and over again.
You have to stagger her a certain way and get an S rank.
You have to hit things as well to actually pop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which is just like Devil May Cry. They've wore that on their sleeves. Let's be honest. But so yeah. Anyway, yeah. 40 claims later, got the Seraphine. Really, honestly, improve that function. Allow me to claim 40 of those items, please. I've got the tokens. You make it easier for everyone involved. You want me to money sync your tokens. Anything's fine. Anyway, yeah, got Seraphine. Never played her yet. Anyway.
I played her.
I bought her.
Yeah, same.
With the essence I already had.
Yeah. Because this is the other things that basically, again, Worlds means Riot just bombards you with promotional shit.
Yep. That's what I got from the Pick'ems.
Yeah, the day before Worlds, or a couple of days before the Worlds final, there was the release of the new KDA song.
More. I actually kind of liked it. You have to watch it with subtitles to fully understand it because it's not in English.
It's in Korean, which is sort of how it is. I mean, they're meant to be League of Legends K-pop group. Apart from Seraphine, who is C-pop. Anyway, yeah, so that happened, and they had the opening ceremony, which was all shiny and augmented reality, but they couldn't fly anyone else in because of quarantine rules, so the only singer for the KDA was the woman who voiced Seraphine. But yeah, that was all there, and then the big like production was then all the other world songs put into a medley remix. And then Takeover, and then the usual World's final business. Everyone kills each other, and then one of them takes over an oversized cup.
And get some shiny medals, I think.
Yeah, they get some shiny medals, and then a sponsor gives them, you're the MVP of the entire game. League of Legends means you're the best player in the world.
Yeah, have a trophy.
Yeah, have an oversized summoner's cup. Please don't drink from it.
I was gonna say
because
mercury, lead.
Because it's not a mana potion, it will not restore your health.
Don't mean I can't drink out of it.
Oh dear. But yeah, other news occurred on this, and this is the big one, the one that I'm excited for, and this is sort of the news of the week.
Okay.
They've announced a estimated release date for the first League of Legends story game. So Riot has a subdivision called Riot Forge. So where's
So when we start this game, does it start off going And here's a story from Riot.
No, the game's just called Ruined King, a League of Legends story. Just like the other game will be called Convergence, a League of Legends story.
Yeah,
Their idea is that they follow the lore of League of Legends, but are different from the MOBA 5v5
I
stuff.
just want them to make an anime.
There is. It's delayed because of COVID. Sorry.
That's all I want is an anime.
Well,
Make
there
animes
is. I think
introduce every single character with their own background stories.
That's not going to happen.
I want it.
No, if you want to basically experience all the life stories of every character, universe.leagueoflegends.com is the place to go.
I'm not reading it.
Well, tough titties.
Can you get someone to at least audio read it for us?
What do you want, Stephen Fry?
I'm not really bothered with who.
This is Timo.
Can I have Sona do it? Just like telepathically
here we go.
send
All right,
it to
yeah,
me,
here we go. Yeah, chapter 1 of Sona explains Runeterra. Anyway,
I was going to say Stephen Fry would be a fun one. Stephen Fry.
Little Big Planet.
I wonder if they got the voice actor for Timo to read The Hobbit, how long would people get annoyed with The Hobbit?
Chapter 1. Oh, God, fucking kill him.
Fucking Timo.
So, yeah. Other things, Wild Rift is now out in early access in Asia.
Oh, there's also a trailer for that with Jinx.
The trailer's fucking hilarious.
I just saw Jinx, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, there's things that you learn on that. Jinx is even more crazier than she is. Though in Wild Rift, it doesn't seem to be that she's crazy and wants to make everything, make the world burn. She's just crazy, chaotic, neutral, have fun, because she recruits Lux
from the Mafia.
Yasuo, who fends off ninjas with a spoon.
Yep.
And Blitzcrank.
I don't think I've seen this yet.
Oh, you should have a look. It's the Wild Rift cinematic trailer.
It came out on the 28th, the same day as more.
Yeah, just on YouTube. And oh god, what was it? It's got like a remix of
it's Darius
song.
or Draven or something. That's the fifth one.
Blitzcrank. Yasuo.
She pulls Blitzcrank out, and I think she pulls
Timo is already there.
Oh yeah, Timo's there.
So it's Lux, Yasuo,
Jinx,
Blitzcrank, Jinx, and Timo versus Malphite, Zed, Braum, Ari, and Camille, who also has a funny moment where she looks like she's about to just destroy Timo, who's just sat there placing mushrooms.
Yep.
Gets rocket grabbed by Blitzcrank and just shoved into a field of mushrooms. She's like, ha ha ha, and then a ball just rolls into one of the mushrooms. She just goes, and explodes.
No, the best part about that is the fist bump that they do.
Oh,
Timo fist bumps
one of Blitzcrank's fingers.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because again, this is like, I mean, I know the whole thing with League of Legends, the game now, doesn't have lore. League of Legends is, let's take these characters who have established lore outside of the game and put them in a situation where they just kick 10 bells out of each other. Which I mean, the League of Legends fighting game is going to be fun at that point. But I digress. We're going back to Ruined King, which was done by Airship Syndicate and Riot Forge, which is where Riot Games do in-house development of Valorant, League of Legends, Legends of Runeterra.
Okay.
Riot Forge is it's basically licensed games. So it's like, do you want to work with Riot to make a League of Legends game using your own style? And two companies said, yes, please. One of them being Airship Syndicate, who made Darksiders Genesis.
Okay.
Ah, my head, the camera, my head.
What, mine?
Yes.
Oh,
and They also made Battle Crashers.
Damn it.
Something War, Ghost War Battle Crashers. They made Battle Crashers. So, League of Legends Ruin King, or Ruin King: A League of Legends Story in its full title, will be a turn-based RPG.
Okay, I watched it.
Okay.
There we go. So, yeah.
Teemo's my favourite.
No, I love Jinx to pieces, but that's because I like Jinx.
Yasuo all day, every day.
The spoon.
Anyone could do that in League with a spoon.
It's just the fact that he's fighting off a ninja with a spoon while looking solemnly at the sword that he's not used for a while.
Yeah, well, he's having a cup of tea.
Well, yeah, he's having green tea. But so
you think what would have happened if Jax was there?
Well, I mean, Jax uses a lamppost, doesn't he? So
Jax uses whatever's big and long, and you can use as a.
So it just happens to normally be a lamppost.
No, I think Jax's law was he wasn't allowed any weapons, so he just dragged a lamppost out of the nearest parking lot and just went, "This? It's not a weapon."
I think it's probably sort of lose like a master of arms, but then he didn't have a weapon when he lost his entire village. So
I think it was something. I don't even know.
So he just nomadically wanders around.
But yeah, he basically it was something like he's a master of all weapons, but he didn't actually have a weapon when he fingered it, and he just grabbed a lamppost and went, "Oh, it's this."
Yeah. So yeah, turn-based RPGs.
Fair enough.
Target audience. Target audience.
I can take a leave them.
Potentially target audience. And Steph?
What?
What are you on turn-based RPGs?
I don't really mind though. But I don't get what this question's even about.
What is?
Would you like a turn-based RPG?
Well, I mean, that's what's coming out anyway.
Yeah. For LOL.
Oh, why not? They basically got it in a card game anyway.
Oh yeah, Runeterra. But yeah, so there. Do you want the game to star Braum, Ari, Yasuo, Ilaoi, Misfortune, and Pike?
They're missing Teemo, but yeah, it's no problem.
Do you want them to travel from Bilgewater to the Cursed Isles and take on an entirely new enemy that may end up being a champion in League of Legends proper later down the line?
I mean, the guy who looks like Vladimir with a sword. I've seen this. Don't forget.
Yeah, Ghost Vlad.
No, it's just Vladimir with a sword. It's basically Vlad sat there going, "Oh crap, they're coming, guy. Why have I got a sword? I don't need it. I just drain blood."
I think he's meant to be the titular cursed king.
I think he's related to Vlad.
All these stories, because I mean, you've got Thresh, who's like the guardian and custodian of souls in the Cursed Isles. You've got Karthus, who is, well, basically a person who brings the souls over anyway. You've got Hecarim, who is the person who betrayed the Isles in the first place for his own power. Which that would mean that must be the king of which the Isles are formed.
Yeah, and you got Senna and Lucian, who.
Well, Lucian isn't part of the Cursed Isles for a start.
I don't know. I know Senna's linked to it.
Senna was trapped. She was killed and trapped, and she's kind of undead, but she is not part of the Cursed Isles.
I know she's got her origins something to do with Thresh.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean.
I don't know.
When listing all the names of the people in the Cursed Isles, yeah, let's list the character that's not part of it.
Oh well.
Anyway.
Okay, not part of it. Any yodel?
Oh, don't! You'll know there'll be a yodel in the Cursed Isles at one point, or Shadow Isles, or whatever whatever it's called,
Teemo?
the Isles of Swirly Soly shit.
What you don't know is Teemo. Teemo plays all sides.
Teemo just anywhere where he can grow his and tend to his explosive mushrooms. Camille. So yeah. So that's all happened, and the KDA album will come out next week on November the 6th.
Hey, your birthday thing.
Which how is everyone's availability for the podcast after November the 6th? Present.
The bad thing is, to me, you just pointed at the
Yeah.
Well, we know it's on the camera. It's pointing up here.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better, Steph.
That's better.
Slightly.
Well. So,
Okay,
yeah. That...
So, I got lost in Jax. Jax didn't carry a weapon after he looked into the void and saw the dangers of having a weapon.
Oh.
As a master of weaponry, he knew the danger of carrying a weapon, so he could never fully understand. Notice. Yeah, so he looked into the void, saw how powerful it is as a weapon. As a weapon master himself, he knew how dangerous it would be, and basically understood no safety. Unless he.
I see.
Yeah, basically, he just saw mages do something with the void, and then saw inside it how dangerous weapons can be.
Fair dues.
And he didn't kill the mages that were doing it from the beginning. He must have just beat them up.
Boo.
Which he came to regret in later days.
And of course, there would be a new KDA all-out version of the Secret Lab chairs. Steph, you have a Secret Lab chair, don't you?
Yep.
Good to know. Is it a special edition of anything, or is it just a Secret Lab chair?
I believe it's the Omega.
Ooh.
I have no idea.
Hold on.
Secret Lab!
Symbol on the back of it?
Yeah, it's an Omega.
Yeah. I knew it was somewhere.
Gaming chairs, am I right? So, what else do we have? Because it seems to be these days, the whole talking about sort of what random news happened and then quickly talking about what games we played because we were running out of
time.
No, more just running out of games to play.
Games.
Oh yeah, we haven't really played anything new.
It's mainly because it's hit the sort of near Christmas trough where nothing comes out.
It's also the fact that we've all been basically furloughed and no one really has the money.
That as well.
And all the games have been delayed.
Yeah, speaking of Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes,
it's been delayed
I have seen many
again.
I've seen many things complaining about that.
Well,
yeah, I mean,
I couldn't get it. I'm not. I've got to the point now I can get excited by a game. Like I can't wait for Dragon Age to come out. But until they give me an actual release date and it's literally 2 days away from it, I'm not going to give a damn.
No, I get you. I mean, the thing that we've got, like, because after all that, we never even mentioned the when Ruin King's coming out, which is early 2021, which is more of a date than we've been given so far. So, I mean, I know I ended up tweeting that it's getting interesting. I'm not like, oh, hype, I can't wait until first quarter of 2021 to first half of 2021. I can't maintain hype for 6 months.
No.
8 months. We're still in October, just.
Yeah. But the only thing I tried that it was okay, I just couldn't get into it was Age of Empires 3.
It's the same as Age of Empires.
Yeah, I used to like Age of Empires, but I just couldn't get into it this time.
As a person who's not a real massive fan of strategy games, I can't really try and dissuade you and go, oh, but
it's an okay. I like the thing of it, but it was like, But I've seemed to be having that with a lot of games recently. It's like meh.
But any other news before I talk about a situation regarding what I've played, which sort of annoys me, which may entertain you a little bit.
Okay.
Genshin Impact is getting improvements to its contentious resin system. Right. As a person who's played Genshin Impact, and you probably wouldn't get it otherwise, it plays like a mobile game. Sort of a lot of,
that's the one
very generous gameplay, anime stuff,
It's the Element one, isn't it?
Well, it's the Element one. That's every mobile game in existence.
Yeah,
That's a lie.
There's two words that could describe every mobile game on the market. The first one is elemental. The second is idle.
Third one, Solitaire. Can't forget about Solitaire.
Yeah, you should still play the Solitaire Conspiracy. I've not got back into the. There's a new Game Plus version of the campaign the game has a par number of moves each turn or each thing, and normally in the normal campaign mode, if you won't go over the par, don't worry about it. That's great. In New Game Plus mode, if you go over the par number of turns, you fail the mission.
Okay.
Quick thing. Glassmaker's finally out.
Yes, Steph has told me. Everyone's told me multiple times.
Yep, Glassmaker Part 5.
Yeah. Steph, you're concerned. Before I talk about resin.
How would you like to go against a team fight tactics of a whole team just full of Yasus and Yuns?
Oof.
Why?
That's what someone built and they won, I believe.
So that means they'll have had to. They won't have had that many units.
Wait,
actually, no. They'll have had two silvers,
2 silver Yuns, 2 bronze, 2 silver Yasus,
2 bronze.
And then they've got 1 silver Shen at the minute.
He's not Yasuo or Yon. The whole thing falls apart.
Hey, that was not even at the end of the video yet.
People with their broken base. I miss my rebel build thing with the A-Sol, with the jeweled gauntlet and the Rabadon's death cap. That hurt people. But yeah, so resin. There's a lot of end game events where you get all the nice sweet items and the stuff you use to ascend your characters and weapons. Because that's the other common thing with mobile games. You've got this sword. You want it to be a better sword? Put all this shit into it. How do you do that? Oh, boss runs. Okay, cool.
Go idle.
What's the common thing about these boss runs? Right, that's right. Certain items will only appear on certain days of the week. Gotcha. Others. Shit. The other thing, it requires this chargeable item that recharges 1 point every 8 minutes. Okay, cool. No. Okay, cool. How much of it do I get? 120. Right, perfect. That's plenty. That's more than enough. How much do I do for one boss run? 40. What? 3 bosses a day? No. You do 3 bosses, and then every 8 minutes you get 1 resin back. So, okay, so about 4 bosses a day. We'll go back to the drawing board on this. So they're doing a big patch in December that's going to slightly change it. Like it's going to go up from 120 to 160, and it will take 6 minutes per 1 point of resin rather than 8. Well, I mean, it's an improvement. Yay!
Booyah!
Why does this sound familiar somewhere?
Because it's probably in nearly every freaking mobile game going.
Yeah, but no. I think Steph's like talking about the particular situation. It's because Genshin Impact blew up. It's like, oh right, we want something like Breath of the Wild, but you don't want to buy a Switch.
It's also reminds me of playing it, and we've seen it stream of it.
Oh, is it that thing that looks like a Tales game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
There we go.
And there is another segment of Steph with monosyllabic inputs. Oh yeah.
What?
He's looking at his phone.
I know.
What's to his phone?
Right. Shall we go to Ryan's story time in the middle of what's been played then?
Ryan's story time. Yeah.
Is that before or after nap time?
This is
before nap time is after the podcast, eh?
Oh, no, it's during nap time. I'm sorry. Ryan can put anyone to sleep.
So let me tell you about a 13-year-old game called Hellgate London. Stop it. Hellgate London was a RPG set in modern day London. Wake up, the Perriers. That was done by EA and Namco Bando.
I'm awake.
Namco Bandai. Bandai Namco. Word's good. It was made by Flagship Games, a bunch of ex-Diablo creators. Same as like Torchlight and all that, and various levels of success. Hellgate London was. I remembered it as being one of those games that I kind of liked at the beginning when I didn't know better about games.
You still don't know better?
I know enough.
I've seen what you play.
I've seen what you play. And D, don't even get me started.
Why? What do I play, Ryan?
You, Steph. I mean, well, hold on. Show your mobile full of idle games.
Hold on.
That you have a effective calendar and schedule for which idle game will provide you the most valid input for your.
We have to start on my homepage. There's 1, 2. There's 2 free games.
I think last count we were on 24,
5,
weren't you?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Let's see, we're still on 24.
17. No, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
He's a monster, he must be stopped.
26, 27, 20. I've got Idle Penguin.
Idle
27, 20. I forgot even I had that.
Idle Police, I'm surprised you not got
29, that. 30, 31, 32, 33.
33.
34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58,
Anyway, yeah, while Steph's still counting.
60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. I'll be back in a minute.
Anyway, yeah, as Steph's still going. So yeah, it was, for 2007, and as an action RPG, when it was all right. It was sort of like, say, set in a ruined London, and as hell demons took over. This might be up your alley. Do you like hell?
Yeah.
But
it's nice and toasty.
There's a cautionary tale, though. I'll warn you.
97.
90.
My newest ones are Ant Idol, Element Flow, Gold Rush, Sudoku, and Heroes of AD. Because after we spoke about it last week, I wanted to see what it was like.
Wow. Oh, it's that one. Yeah.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm going back to my Ant Simulator.
Okay, then. While Steph goes idle. So, yeah. You went through various places in London where it was procedurally generated, so it wasn't always going to be the same London over and over again.
Well, then that's not London, then, is it?
No, it's not, but still. Put that away.
I thought you put a black hole on the screen then. I was going to say, are we doing what do you call it? Rabbit. What do you call it? Rabbit. Yeah.
You're like children, the Perriers. Anyway,
Children out here to defend themselves, Ryan.
Classes: damage soaking Ficky, sword wheeling, dealing dude. Evoker, which allows you to be a mage. Summoner, which allows you to summon demons from hell as your own pets. And Marksman, because you could turn it into a first-person shooter in your RPG.
Because everyone wants to be a hunter.
Grind your level in tons of NPCs, quests that require you to go back to the same places over the map that you've just been to. It had its shortcomings, but it was generally a fun thing. And I was looking for the disc for it and couldn't find it recently because I still have the disc. So I went to Steam. Somewhere.
Just making sure. I'm pretty sure I ain't got it.
I'm a bit concerned of when you do turn down and let us test that Switch at some point. 9 months down the line. Have you guys got my Switch?
We're
like, no! Yes, it's there on the table.
I know you have got my Wii because we used to always come to yours to play the Wii.
Yeah, no,
we play it here enough.
We do somewhere. It is around.
I think it's never.
I know that, and you've got your own as well, right?
Yes. And a Wii U. Don't talk about it.
You mean the scale?
No, that's the Wii Fit Plus.
Oh, I just thought the Wii U and the Wii thingy was the exact same.
No. So, cautionary tale time. On Steam, there is a game called Hellgate London.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about
Okay.
that game that always keeps appearing.
It is not the disc version.
Okay.
What's the difference?
It's the single player version of an MMO that was brought back as Hellgate Resurrection.
Wow.
And do not recommend it. Let's just say if Hellgate London the disc version was lacking in features but was an okay game, Hellgate London for Steam is entirely worse.
Why do I feel like I should play this and tell you you're wrong?
Because it's a single player MMO that has not had the multiplayer MMO features taken out of it.
Oof.
So it's still got, it's basically still got its bollocks in it of limited time items and bullshit currency and quest and characters that don't make sense. Right, Hellgate London had a story. It was taken out of the MMO and replaced with badly translated writing.
Objection.
Game that EA makes.
So just to give you this, it was this bad. This is how bad it was. I paid £10.49 for it this morning.
For a refund?
There is currently a Steam refund heading to my Steam wallet of £10.49. I played 31 minutes of it and thought, fuck that noise. I've never refunded a game off Steam before.
This makes it sound like EA's doing better.
Oh, this one, well, EA
EA
kind of did better, basically. T3 Entertainment and Handbitsoft. How did you fuck up a functioning game?
Do exactly what everyone else wants them to do.
Absolutely ridiculous. So, I've managed to
Maybe they
find
just kind of
Hellgate London for 2007, and I'm playing that, and it's all right.
Well,
it's okay.
I did the refund I did at one point was I wanted I refunded the thingy copy because I got the wrong version of it that I played with Steph.
Oh, the button.
Yeah, the button.
Button or whatever it was.
Please don't push the button.
Yeah.
Yeah, please don't touch. Please don't touch anything.
Ah.
I got the 2D version first, and then realised it was.
Got the original.
Then I went and got the 3D version, and then asked Steam for the refund.
So I need to calm down. So I'll let one of you two talk some games for a second.
That is a good question.
That was a brilliant second. Well, I'd like to talk to you all about Ant Simulator. Which I've been playing for part of this podcast. No, I don't think it's Ant Simulator. I think it's Ant Idol. Yeah, Idle Ants.
Oh, God.
And it's not even that good of a game. It's just... It's one of them games that's so easy and so simple. You only have to press 3 things, basically. Basically, upgrade speed, buy workers, upgrade their strength.
Install, start, uninstall. Right.
Yeah, that too. But
Yep.
in it, I have to admit, I've come to the point now. If I get any game, and if it keeps me interested for an hour, I then remove the ads. Because most of the game at that point was the ads, and they just annoyed me. Especially when you're playing a game where it's every level ad, and it's like the ad's longer than the actual game.
Yep, that doesn't annoy me.
It's like, nope, go away. So I have kind of bought a lot of ad removers off games. But the one good thing for that, it's only like £2
per game.
I'd rather sometimes just buy the game straight off for £2, and then if I don't like it, just refund the bugger. But yeah, all it literally is, I'm not that far in it. I've gone from plain white world to little like in the park world to the beach, and now I've just unlocked like the kitchen. After the kitchen, it looks like I go to a fairground. After that, I don't know what that is because that's just grayed out. And then new worlds are coming soon after like 5 more levels I've got at the minute. but it is just as simple as upgrade speed, upgrade the workers, upgrade their strength.
Fair dues.
But the weirdest thing is, like right now I'm playing it, and I'm currently just on the beach because before I leave any map, I like to have that map completely maxed out, like for speed, worker, strength. And there's things that baffle me in it. It's like there's a lollipop on the floor. Your ants will come out, take all the lollipop, and leave the stick.
Fair dues.
But in the park one, there's a bowl of dog food. They take the bowl as well as the food. And then there's other ones. Some of it just doesn't make sense to me at all. It's like there's a clam on the side. Clam, oyster, more of an oyster. It's sat there, and they go up to the oyster and start taking the oyster apart, but leave the pearl. Yet they'll happily take a full pack of cigarettes, including the packet and the cigarettes inside it. And again, with a coconut, they'll happily eat the straws of a coconut drink. So it's like, make your minds up. Either eat everything or don't eat it.
Wow.
I can now go to the kitchen. Yeah, but that's basically me.
Fair dues. And D, to wrap things up.
Watch and subscribe stuff or something else?
No, a game that you've been playing, if there's anything you want to briefly talk about.
I haven't really been playing anything new.
Talk about Warframe and the Halloween event and everything you've been doing in it recently.
Oh, I haven't really been doing much in the Halloween event. But
to be honest, there isn't much to do. Just go out to do Mother quests and come back and go, I'd like to turn the Mother tokens in, please, thank you, for some items. Now I'll go. I took like the 5 items out of any interest and then just never came back again.
I didn't even bother with that. I just looked at the things and just went, don't have any tokens. Don't really care about 5 man Deimos. I'm going to build Heldren instead. Built Heldren. Right, just at Helmuth. Audrey just at
Have you actually started anything on the Steel Path yet?
Who? Me?
Well, you're not even completed the world yet.
No,
right?
That's why.
Why would I assume
you didn't?
that?
You didn't. Well, Dee didn't answer, and
the only time we've done Steel Path stuff is that one time we did it. I haven't been bothered.
See, I've almost got Earth complete Steel Path. So I just randomly do it when I feel like, oh, let's see if this build actually is working for me. Off I go.
No, I mostly play Warframe with you, don't I? So
I play it whenever I feel like.
Occasionally I played it for like children or what. It's like, go on, see if there's things building.
Now I'm in the kitchen. Now they're taking apart a mousetrap instead of just taking the goddamn cheese.
Bloody ants.
Bloody ants isn't right.
Right, so just as a thing to wrap up on sides of where's that anime from Riot Steph was going about. Arcane, that was the name of it. Will be out next year. Disney's
getting an anime.
Why?
Oh god.
I don't know, I saw it today, but I don't think it's Disney's made. It's called it's Disney All Smash. And the main character in it is kind of drawn, like, I don't know if it's a real thing. But I saw it today and I didn't really look much further into it because I just thought this looks a bit... I didn't believe it was Disney.
It's probably because it's not.
Yeah, it looked more someone like Japan or China who goes, yeah, we don't care about your copyright.
It'll be some fan-made bullshit.
What's that?
Right, some fan-made stuff is nice, but I mean, I'm still going to try and get the whole thing of a dark, gritty reboot of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But now this is a story all about how my life got like absolutely destroyed by crack lords and drug barons in Philadelphia. So I ended up to Bel-Air when my uncle was a lawyer, except he wasn't able to battle with his own personal demons of drink and drugs.
What do you mean his father was his uncle was a lawyer for a gangster?
And Jazzy Jeff was actually a pimp.
Pimp.
Yeah.
But yeah. But okay, so I mean,
as I said, the only thing I was thinking on this, I tried Age of Empires 3. Nice if you like those type of games, but I just couldn't get into it quite right.
See, I don't think I could go back to 3 after playing newer ones.
Well. So I guess that will be the that will be the wrap up of this podcast. No,
someone.
Just to finish the wrap up. By this time this comes out, the fundraiser for Spooktober Spectacular will be over. It ended up raising £45 as of recording. Yay! And I'll be going to Cancer Research UK, and I think we did enjoy Spooktober this year. Duncan and Andrea managed to one-up each other on Yuppie Psycho and the Resident Evil remake. We got through Simulacra, some with more of their faculties intact, more than most.
My swearing was mostly just, God damn it, the sheer incompetence of what was going on.
I couldn't help myself. It just
I helped myself.
Yeah, lucky you. Lucky you. One.
Mama no brought no fool.
But yeah, no, I've
Mama's
got to a point where some sort of next year maybe Simulacra 2 at that point, because it sort of needs to sort of happen. And then we, like I say, we finished completely with a curveball with Monster Camp.
Which I wouldn't mind trying.
Hilarious.
I downloaded Shapeshifting Detective, but I haven't tried playing it yet.
I don't know. Maybe you should play it. I don't know. I couldn't help you. Couldn't help you because I'm not downloading it myself. In fact, there's quite a lot of the stuff in the Humble Choice that I've not actually redeemed yet. So
I've not looked at my Humble Choice for about 2 months now.
Yeah, just know that when I finally unsubscribe from it, there'll be tons of games to download. I'll have its own separate library. But yeah, personally, I enjoyed Spooktober. It's a nice change. I mean, especially when it's just sort of a case of sort of playing games for the enjoyment of it and the entertainment, and just hopefully one day someone will find your channel and just will be able to smile at a bunch of goofballs of men and women. Just
if we ever do it again, can we not do it so late?
I get the feeling that was
the reason I really think I really didn't really react to anything or anything else like that, it was because I was so tired. It was like, yeah, don't give a damn. It's like, oh look, it tried scaring me.
I don't know. Sometimes inhibitions happen on that. The longer you play something overnight, the more.
I think more the thing with that though is I wasn't really awake to begin with.
Yeah, maybe at that point trying to find Steph when he's more awake.
It's like playing Minecraft. I could play Minecraft like 2 days straight without really much of a break. But I'd have to wake up that morning and go, I want to play Minecraft.
Yeah, maybe on a case where you were prepared for it.
I think I was prepared for it, but I didn't prepare for it to be so late in the evening.
Because we finished recording
until 1 in the morning.
We started about 11, but it was like 5 hours worth of game to boot. We also didn't think that it was going to be 5 hours long.
We got to 4. We finished at 4 in the morning. Started at 11 and finished at 4:30.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I've still got the project length. It was like 5 hours 36 minutes, or like 4 hours 36 minutes, or something like that.
Yeah, I've still got the whole video.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like 4.5 hours. So it was between 11 and.
It's the first time we've actually spent that much time playing a game together.
In one chunk. I think the longest we've done beforehand was 3.5 hours doing Monster Prom.
Yep.
So, and that we split into thingies, but for Spooktober, we just put it out as 1 2-hour 16-minute chunk because it was funny because we were just going through, and then Andrea was like, "Shit, we need to go." So it then just became, okay, story writing. We will come back to you. We're going to make funny noises. But
Ryan's a really good quick reader.
Yeah, except when I completely trip over my words. But then I guess that makes it even more entertaining. Well, thanks.
There were still things in that game where I think when you read the thing, it's like it'll be this type of check, not. It's like I would have thought this would be this check, and it was like, no, that's not that check. It was for this, and you'd be like, what?
Well, it was like similar-ish checks when it's something that looked like it might have been brainy could have also been considered bold. But yeah.
But then that all becomes from the point of view then, because any of that could have been smart, any of it could have been bold, funner. It just depends on how bad let's how bad their dad jokes are.
Yeah.
For how funny they are.
But yeah. And my god, it was more crude than Monster Prom. But
it did have the option.
Yeah, to be fair, it did have the option to turn off stuff that would consider trigger warnings like.
See, now
drugs,
these ants are eating plates abuse, and forks sex. And knives.
Jesus. Toilet
and
humor.
A frying pan.
And stuff like that. But then there was also an option which we did have a laugh at that just said Damien B costume, and it had 2 settings: sexy or super sexy.
You should have put on super sexy.
I should have. Now that we say it, but you know, like I said, like Andrea said, I think us going back to that just offline and just having a game as a laugh is just great because the concept shouldn't work.
Demon.
The concept shouldn't work, but it does. A dating sim that is played multiplayer.
Oh, yeah, that shouldn't work as a thing.
It shouldn't, but it does.
Yeah.
It doesn't for Ryan.
You just have to believe me. I mean, I'm sure Monster Prom was in humble choice.
I'm sure Duncan was just cheating.
Yeah, fucker. Right, anyway, we'll wrap this up. If you enjoyed listening or seeing us, please like, share, subscribe.
If you just found us. If you didn't like to see us.
If you want to just,
even I don't want to see.
If you like more and you want to hear the back catalogue and just you don't want to see us, we're available on Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Do I get this option?
Oh yeah, if you want to listen.
It's more for the fact I can still be here but not see us.
No.
Oh damn it!
No, you're part of Immaterial Gamers, mate. It's the price you pay.
You know I can still get away with it, right? I'll just do what I did today. For the beginning of this podcast where I did not have my phone in my hand, Warframe was over you lot.
Anyway. Anyway, all that's left is to say thank you for watching / listening. Thanks, Steph. Thanks, D. And thanks Ryan and Don for some for a bit of cultural current affairs at the beginning
and
of the
show. Thank you, Ardis,
for
keeping me company at the beginning of this.
Thank you, our computerized recording assistant for Immaterial Gamers, otherwise known as Craig.
He has his own Riot account.
Yeah, he does. CraigBot123 or 113. And until next time, please, for God's sake, don't kill each other. And
if you are going to do it, at least do it with a frying pan.
We'll see you next
time.
Oh
wait, I'm sorry, I don't mean a frying pan. At least cut them in half so you have one bone.